All right, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Call Hala Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechakudash. Secondly, I want to give double honors to the elders apostles, the great millstone who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. Also, let's give a shout out to the head of the Man of Israel camp, Chazat, whom my teaching is down here in Greenville, South Carolina. And also, let's give another shout out to you, sincere Akim, you brothers out there that's pushing this truth in all sincerity and righteousness in these last days. And also, let's give another shout out to you, Israelite foreigners that's looking like the other heathen nations causing confusion, coming back to your heritage in these last days. And a quick shout out to you few Outwath, you sisters out there that's standing in order and doing what y'all need to do in these last days. All right, to y'all, like to say shalom. All right, now I'm coming back through the spirit and power. Yahweh Bashiam Shah with another lesson. And as you can see by the screen, it says, pray for the youth. These Chicago kids too young for this behavior. And, you know, like Elder Apostle Racha always say, man, these little GMO babies, man. You know, you got the so-called black women raising up these, you know, GMO babies. These kids don't have no father figure in their life. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, majority of them come out either effeminate, right? Or damn, or goddamn acting like a little nigga, a little GMO nigga, man. You know, they ain't got no home training, man. You know, they parents not raising them in the customs. You know, Yahweh Shem was shot the ordinance, right? So they just become, you know, like the heathen pretty much, man. You know, and that's why the Lord gonna destroy even, you know, these little 2/3, you know, jakes, man. You know, so, you know, I'm gonna play this clip, you know, and I'm gonna play this clip of this video, and you're gonna see how these little jakes is, man. These little jakes ain't nothing but, I want to say no more than 6 years old, look like, you know. But, you know, man, if Yahweh Shem Shai don't come get us, man. And if this generation got to be raised up, man, oh my goodness, boy.
The motherfucking hoes. Nigga, we after them though. Don't you act like a soul. Hold on, bro. How act like bows? I act like soul. I act like soul. Look at that we vlogging. This shit, you know what it is? You know what it is? That's a bad list. No shit. No shit. Let him hit. Let him hit it. Bitch, we no shit. We outside with some shit. We outside with some bull high. Yeah, we bitch outside. Bro, don't drop my weed. Oh, shit.
You see that, man? I'm gonna play it again, man.
The motherfucking hoes. Nigga, we after them though. Don't you act like a soul. Hold on, bro. How act like bows? I act like soul. I act like soul. Look at that we vlogging. This shit, you know what it is? You know what it is? That's a bad list. No shit. No shit. Let him hit. Let him hit it. Bitch, we no shit. We outside with some shit. We outside with some bull high. Yeah, we bitch outside. Bro, don't drop my weed. Oh, shit.
This is sad, man. You know, this is honestly sad, man. You know, and it's all fucking Esau's fault, man. You know, it all goes back to Esau, the so-called white man, man. Because what he do is, he know how people is a visual learner. So what he do is, he set up these, you know, these celebrities, jakes, you know, and you know, they had these jakes, you know, doing shit like, you know, with toting guns and saying they gang banging, they fucking hoes and whoop the whoop, you know what I'm saying? And they understand that our people look at that and want to be like that, man. You know? So Esau understand that our people are visual learners. That's why when you go into Psalms the 83rd chapter, it tell you, you know, this man, damn, let me get it, man. Psalms 83. No, hold up. Yeah, it said they have verse 3. It said they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. You see, they doing crafty stuff against. They doing crafty stuff to our people, man, trying to find out different ways to cut us off for being a nation, they are destroying our people to the max. You see? And that's why they pay these, these Jake celebrities all this money, to rap about gun violence, how to fuck hoes, how to get money. But they ain't teaching you how to serve your high by Shian Shah. Why is that? You see? And like I said, these little Jakes be 3, 4, 5 years old looking at this stuff on the TV, then they doing it, man. Because he don't want our people to be godly, man. He want our people to be niggas and evil, man. And like I said, this generation is getting worse and worse and worse and worse by the day, man. And like I said, man, these big Shirleys and stuff, they raising them up to be like that as well. Because that's all they know. But it all goes back to Esau, man. Because our people want go back just 50 years. Our people weren't really, on this type of behavior, man. But it got worse over time. Because we've been over here in Babylon way too goddamn long. And it's time for our people to get the fuck out of the ways of Babylon, man. So I'm going to get some scriptures going into this, man. Because this is madness, man. And you seen the little Jake talking about some pass the weed, man. You drop my weed, man. What these little kids know about weed, man? They ain't number 6, no more than 6 years old. What the hell they know about weed, man? But, when you raise in a certain household, it is what, you gonna get little GMO babies coming out like this, man. Got little fake Nerf guns, thinking they got real guns, man. Sad, man. Sad generation. Deuteronomy 23 and I believe that's in verse. No, it's in 21, I believe. Yep. Deuteronomy 21 and verse 18. And this is in the law, by the way. The Lord tells you how to handle this situation. But, since we in captivity, we know we can't do this, But if we was back in the ancient days, and the law and statute commandments was in full effect, and this would happen to your little children, man. Your kids, your little GMO babies that you raising up. Deuteronomy 21 and 18 says, if a man have a stubborn or a rebellious son, right, that somebody who don't want to listen, right? And you seeing that heavy today, man. Matter of fact, what the scriptures say, let me get it right quick. Oh, damn. The fuck? Really, I can get Second Timothy 3 and 2. It says, for man should be lovers of their own selves. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start to the top. Damn. Let me do this, man. 2 Timothy. 3. I'm gonna start it from the top, because like I said, it's getting worse and worse that these kids being disobedient to their parents, man. And they starting to raise up these little GMO babies. The GMO babies ain't listening to their parents, right? It says 2 Timothy 3 and 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times should come. Are not we in the last days, right? It says verse 2, for man should be lovers of their own selves. And that also going to women, just loving their own selves. They so in love with themselves. You see them on social media, always, admiring themselves, man. Saying how good they look and stuff like that. They basically out of worshiping they damn selves. It says, for man should be lovers of their own selves, covetousness, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, right? You see that? These kids be disobedient to their parents, talking to them all type of ways, man. They got no respect. This generation got no respect for their parents, man. You know, and it's mostly the tribes, man. You know, it's mostly the goddamn tribes, man. And the parents ain't doing shit about it. They think it's funny. It's sad, man. So let's go back to that Deuteronomy 21. Deuteronomy 21:18, if a man have a stubborn or a rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken to him. So even after they chastise him, meaning beat him, you know, or you know, punish him, right? And he still would not hearken to them, meaning he won't listen after they done did all that. It says, verse 19, then should his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out into the elders of his city and into the gates of the place of his place. Verse 20, and they should say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. So they're saying he don't obey our voice. He don't do shit we do. We done beat him. We done chastise him. He don't listen. Guess what? Verse 21 say, and all the man of his city should stone him with stones that he die. So should thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel should hear and fear. You see? So back then, those little GMO babies right there, they would have been more than likely put to death if they didn't want to listen to their parents and want to and change from doing evil and wickedness, man. The Lord said they would have been stoned. It said, and all the man of his city. So all those jakes that was in his city, they was gonna stone his ass, man. And I'm talking about with rocks. You see, Lord don't spare children, man. The Lord even tell you that in the book of Ezekiel. He don't spare maidens, he don't spare children, he don't spare the old. He don't spare nothing. Because at the end of the day, that soul is ancient. Yeah, the flesh may be new, but that soul is ancient, man. It's of old, man. So the Lord got every right to put your ass to death. And you're going to see a lot of children being put to death in Jacob's trouble, and even when those missiles hit, man. You see? So let's go to, I believe that's 2nd Esdras. Oh, damn. I believe that's 2nd Esdras. I know it's in the book of 2nd Esdras. I believe it's in the 8th chapter. If I'm not mistaken. It's either 2nd Esdras 8, but I'm not sure what verse. Oh, damn, I'm tripping. Oh, okay, it was, okay, I thought it was chapter 8, it's verse 8. 2nd Esdras, chapter 5, and verse 8, it says, there should be a confusion also in many places, and mainly here in Babylon the Great, which is America, because that word confusion means, that word Babylon means confusion. So it said there should be a confusion all in the many places, and the fire should be all sent out again, and the wild beasts should change their places. And mysterious women should bring forth monsters. Yeah, they bringing forth these little fucking GMO babies, man. They don't even respect them. They let them do whatever they want to do. They let them smoke. Man, you got mothers out there, even fathers out there that will say, my son can smoke as long as he in my house. What type of shit is that, man? As long as he in my house, he just can't do it outside the house, but he can smoke around. I would rather even though I wouldn't want my kids to smoke, I would prefer my kids not to smoke around me, man. If you're gonna do it, don't do it around me. That show you, man, this generation of parents are fucking through. And you got GMO babies, raising GMO babies. You know, you having 15, 14-year-old girl. It's nothing wrong with that, but we ain't Esau King. These little girls don't know how to be women today. But you got little 15, 14-year-old girls having kids. Now they having kids. Now it's GMO babies having GMO babies, you know. Yeah, we GMO babies too, but we got more common sense, man. You know, our generation of time, because I was born in the early 2000s. But ever since, I want to say damn near 2012 and up, 2010 and up, man, this generation just got through, man. You know, it just got worse and worse and worse, man. You know, like I said, man, you having little GMO babies having GMO babies now, man. And they don't know how to raise these kids. That's why they doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You know? So don't be sad when the Lord put your little, you know, don't be a little stupid when you got to deal with your son, you know, with the police and, you know, him getting shot dead. Because you raised him like that. You raised him like that. So you got no excuse to be mad at all, man. At all, man. They be like, they shot my baby's going to jail. Well, you raised him to be like that. You ain't taught him, you know, the true righteousness of Yahweh Shem Shai. You taught him how to be a nigga. So guess what? What's going to be on his mind? Nigga shit. And we'll end it off with this, man. I believe that's in Proverbs 20. Proverbs, I believe it's like 23. Yeah, Proverbs 22 and verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You see that? Let's read the NLT and I'll break it down. It says, verse 6, direct your children unto the right path, and when they are older, they will not leave it. You see that? The Lord said, train up a child in the way he should go. And how should you be training up your child? In the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai, showing them, if you got a son, showing him, you know, the true righteousness of Yahweh Shem Shai, how to be a man, you know, teaching him the scriptures, right? You know, teaching him, you know, how to be a man, pretty much, man. You know, if you got a female, a girl, you know, a young girl, you teach her how to be modest. You teach her how to be, you know, quiet, not to be all loud, respectful to her husband. She, you know, when she get a little older, of course. But things like that, man, you training them in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, the customs, our true customs, man, not the customs of Babylon, Esau, man, or these other nations, man. You teaching them the train up. You training them to grow up in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. So it said, train up a child in the ways he should go, and when he is old, he would not depart from. You see that? You would not depart from me. So if you train them in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, when they get older, they're not going to depart from it for the most part, because you know they could get older and then depart from it. You know, the same, you know, vice versa. You training them to be a nigga. And guess what? They're going to get older and continue to be a nigga, but unless the Lord want them to change it. Because the same with us. Our parents pretty much taught us, you know, how to be niggas. They ain't taught us how to be in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord had to put it in his spirit. You know, he had to put his spirit in us for us to change, man. So vice versa, man. So, but the point of the matter is, you want to train, even though they might depart when they get older, you still want to train up your child in the way he may go, so he won't depart from it. Because you never know, they might not depart from it, but they do, that's on them. You know, we ain't going to train our children to be, you know, in the ways of Babylon. Hell no. You know? So that's pretty much all I had, man. I'm going to close it out with that. Y'all right to this video be edifying. I'm going to close it out with giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakudash. Shalom to Natam, Shalom.